Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's reputation as difficult bosses has been a topic of intense speculation, with former staff members now rumoured to be on the verge of breaking their non-disclosure agreements to expose the challenging working conditions that they endured. Meghan Markle's often compared to notorious figures like Joan Crawford and Leona Helmsley, the so-called Queen of Mean. These comparisons have been fueled by stories from former employees who describe working for Meghan as a nightmare filled with high demands and little room for negotiation. The once enviable role of working for a global icon now appears to be more of a burden than a privilege. This reputation has made it increasingly difficult for the Sussexes to attract and retain top talent. Meghan and Harry are reportedly struggling to find qualified staff willing to work under their leadership. The American Riviera Orchard brand has failed to capture the public's interest, leaving Meghan in a precarious position as she tries to salvage the project. American Riviera Orchard has been met with a lukewarm reception. The brand's promotional video was criticised for lacking originality, drawing comparisons to similar content from established lifestyle brands like Goop. The failure to differentiate the brand in a crowded market has only added to Meghan's woes, as potential employees view the venture as a sinking ship rather than a promising opportunity. But the branding issues are just the tip of the iceberg. According to insiders, Meghan's unyielding standards and unrealistic demands have created a work environment that's nearly impossible to endure. Former employees have started to speak out, despite the legal constraints of NDAs, revealing that working for Meghan is a thankless task. Her insistence on achieving the impossible, such as lighting up the Empire State Building with her image, has led to frustration and burnout amongst her team. The departure of Josh Kettler, who left after just 3 months, is a prime example of the high turnover rate within Meghan's ventures. Despite being well compensated, Kettler reportedly found it impossible to meet Meghan and Harry's exacting standards, leading to a swift exit. This pattern of hiring and firing is becoming all too common in the Sussex camp, further tarnishing their reputation as employers. Christine Schirmer, another senior advisor at Archewell, also recently left for a position at Brunswick Group. After being with the Sussexes since November 2020, her departure, following that of Kettler, raises questions about what exactly is going on behind the scenes at Archewell. Despite hiring many people with impressive credentials, the foundation has produced little tangible output, leaving many to wonder what all these highly paid staff members are actually doing. As more former employees consider breaking their NDAs to reveal the truth about working for Meghan and Harry, the Sussexes may find themselves facing a public relations disaster. NDAs are typically used to protect confidential information, but when working conditions are as bad as those described by ex-staffers, there's a growing sentiment that these agreements should be null and void. If these former employees come forward together, they could potentially make a compelling case against the Sussexes, exposing the true nature of the work environment at Archewell. In an attempt to turn things around, Meghan has reportedly reached out to former employees of successful lifestyle brands like Goop and Martha Stewart's Empire, hoping to find someone who can rescue his struggling brand. However, even these efforts have been met with reluctance, as potential candidates are wary of stepping into what's perceived as a highly volatile work environment.